Hello everyone, I'm Nicole with GEO. If you run a home care agency in Georgia and you're not billing these 3 waivers, you're leaving clients and money on the table. So today I'm breaking down the top 3 Georgia Medicaid waiver lanes I would look at to grow your agency. The first waiver lane I'd look at is CCSP and Source. And for a lot of traditional home care agencies, this is probably the most natural place to start. CCSP and Source are found in Georgia's Elderly and Disabled Waiver Program lane. These programs serve frail, elderly, and disabled Georgians who would otherwise be headed to a nursing home, but would rather stay home instead. So this is the lane that lines up with a lot of services that home care agencies already understand. Think personal care, help with ADLs, respite, home-delivered meals, adult day services, support that helps someone stay safely at home. But here's the important part. Depending on the program and availability, there may be a waiting, screening, or capacity limits. So this is not always an instant client program. But from a growth standpoint, it matters because it matches the type of care that many home care agencies are already built to provide. So CCSP and Source should probably be on your radar first. But not every Georgia Medicaid waiver client is an elderly client, and not every opportunity is senior care. So the second waiver lane I'd look at is more specialized, and that is ICWP. ICWP stands for Independent Care Waiver Program. ICWP helps some adults ages 21 to 64 with severe physical disabilities or traumatic brain injuries live more independently in the home or community. So this is a different type of client than the typical senior care client. What you can bill here is broader: personal support, home health, emergency response systems, even home modifications and specialized equipment. So why do I love this one for growth? Well, it's a smaller limited slot program. Higher acuity clients usually mean higher value per client and way less competition than everybody fighting over the same elderly referrals. It usually runs through Alliant Health Solutions, and yeah, there is a waiting list, so it's worth getting credentialed early. So now we've talked about the elderly and disabled lane, we've talked about the physical disability and TBI lane, so now let's talk about the IDD lane, and that is now in comp. Really quick before I get into number 3, if you're trying to grow your Georgia home care agency, this is exactly the kind of stuff we break down on this channel, so go ahead and hit subscribe so you don't miss it. Okay, number 3. The third waiver lane I'd look at is now in comp. Now in comp serve people with intellectual or developmental disabilities like autism, cerebral palsy, epilepsy, and similar conditions. Now, I'll be straight with you. These are a bigger lift. They don't run through DCH like the others. They go through the DBHDD with their own intake and their own provider enrollment. And a lot of it skews towards specialized supports and residential care, because this world can require different staffing, different training, different documentation, and different relationships. It can absolutely be a growth opportunity, but it needs to be intentional. If your agency wants to serve I or DD clients, you need to be ready for the operational side and not just the referral side. And this is really the whole point of the video. The biggest mistake is treating all 3 waiver lanes like they're the same business model, because they are not. CCSP and Source are not the same as ICWP. And ICWP is not the same as Now in Comp. And Now and Comp are not just senior care with a different label. Each lane has a different client type, different service expectations, and different operational pressure. So don't ask which waiver has the most money. Ask which waiver fits the agency we are actually building. That question will save you a lot of stress. Here's the easiest way to think about it. If your agency is strongest with seniors, adults with disability, personal care, respite, ADL support, Start by learning CCSP and SOURCE. If your agency can support adults with severe physical disabilities or traumatic brain injury, look at ICWP. And if your agency is serious about the intellectual and disability space and more specialized staffing, look at NOW and COMP. You don't have to do all of them, but knowing which one matches where your agency is right now, that's how your agency can actually grow instead of guessing. Once you're serving these clients, every one of these waivers needs EVV on your visits, clean scheduling, and billing that doesn't fall apart. And that's exactly what we built GEO to handle. EVV, smart scheduling, caregiver management, and billing all in one platform, so growth does not turn into billing chaos. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.